Thank you for coming back to our podcast. I'm Danny Zilberberg, the owner, the founder of RePipe1, and I have a special guest with us here. His name is Alex, and he's a sales rep, an estimator, and also a supervisor for our company. He's been with us for about 9 years. He has a lot of knowledge in the repiping industry and in our business. He's been on 2 YouTube videos, one for the production of a repipe for our company and had tens of thousands of views. And he also did one YouTube video for us, which was a patching video. He was demonstrating how the patching is done. And that also had a couple, maybe 10 or 15,000 views. And Alex is here to educate us about RePipe1, the process, and what company is going to be the best value for your house. Alex, thank you very much for showing up to my podcast. I appreciate it. Thank you for joining. I would like to speak to you like a homeowner. Why would you call RePipe1 for your estimate or for repiping your house?
I mean, Danny, I think, first of all, thank you for having me as your guest today. But to quickly answer your question, ultimately, I think overall in Southern Orange County and Southern California altogether, I do feel RePipe1 is the preferred vendor when it comes to repiping your home. The reputation that we have is second to none. We provide customers with a red carpet service. We prioritize the customer. I think a lot of businesses prioritize internally, but I feel with prioritizing our customer, I really do feel that recommendations go a long way, and everybody's really has a good idea that on the fact that RePipe1 is not just internally integrated, but we really do prioritize the customer above anybody else.
Yeah, we care about our employees, and the employees also reflect that care to the customer. We put our customer number one because our employees are also number one, and they're on the same level. So everybody's happy to work at the company. And tell us about our warranty, RePipe1's warranty, the 100% gold standard warranty that we have. Could you explain that to our viewers?
Of course. Well, it's a warranty that no other company is really willing to offer. So, I mean, starting off with that point, no other competitor is willing to offer it. And just emphasizing on our lifetime warranty, it covers collateral damages. So when we explain what collateral damages are, they're the physical properties of your home. The expensive stuff, the cabinets, the floors, crown molding, tiles, showers, backsplash, any building material part of the structure of the home is what we cover. Every other company covers a liability of future pipe repair. A future pipe repair doesn't cost us anything aside from what we pay the plumber his hourly wage to come out and make a plumbing repair. That's not a liability. The liability to take on are the tens of thousands of dollars in potential damages that can occur at a home. And we're willing to take that on because we have the utmost confidence in our plumbers to install the pipes up to our expectation and up to the customer satisfaction. And on top of that, we have confidence in the pipe that we're offering. We have a long outstanding relationship with Uponor, the pipe manufacturer. We have long outstanding trust on their materials that we're installing at the home. So when you take on a great product that's rated for over 100 years and in-home employees that we're sending out to your home, we have the confidence to offer that. And I feel that's the ability that we have that no other competitor can offer.
I agree. South Orange County has very harsh water, which is a combination of chlorine and ammonia, which is a combination put together. It's called chloramine. The chloramine eats up the copper pipe internally and causes pinhole leaks inside the plumbing system inside the house, and usually creates a slab leak. Also, one more city and county which is very bad, which is Riverside County. Mm-hmm. Riverside is number 1, and Riverside County is number 2 on the worst water in California. So basically, a lot of chloramine there too, eating up their copper pipes, especially in one little city called Corona. A lot of water damage and repipes are necessary over there too. And our gold standard warranty entails putting in materials that are going to last longer. So the job is going to be less expensive in the future. For example, a lot of our competitors, like Alex mentioned, that their warranty is only on the actual leak of the pipe, But that's a $200-300 repair on the workmanship
Yeah.
issue. But the big thing is the actual damage that happens afterwards. That's where the test comes for the company if they're going to stand behind the job. We've done 40,000 homes, and we stand by each job. You know, I've been doing this 33 years. RePipe1 has been around for 17 years. And the products that we use are better because instead of using type L copper, which is a medium grade pipe, which is USA made, obviously, we only use American pipe and fittings. And basically, the pipe is mid grade, which means the wall is mid thickness. We don't use type L because that's basically the standard of the other plumbing repipe companies out in this area. We use a type K copper, which is a thicker copper, which is going to withstand the chloramine levels in South Orange County and Riverside. Not that we use copper for the repipe. 98% of it is PEX, 2% of it is copper. So that copper pipe has to be the thickest possible to withstand the harsh water conditions. Also, where the recirculating pump is, we use brass pipe around the recirculating pump. And basically, the brass pipe allows the water to travel through the recirculating system and not create any turbulence inside that pipe on a thin copper pipe, which would be type L on a high turbulence situation. So we use brass pipe, which costs more, and we also use quarter turn ball valve type hose bibs, which is easier to turn on and off. We also put an expansion tank on the water heater to protect it from thermal expansion. Most of our competitors, or maybe all of them, don't even use these products. And we also put the hammer arresters with the inset box inside the washing machine and the dishwasher and the ice maker, and new braided supply lines for the ice maker and the washing machine. These are premium options which are standard at RePipe1. We make sure our client is happy. We don't have to go there anymore. That's why it's called the gold standard 100% lifetime warranty on collateral damage too. So it's just not, it's also 100% transferable to the new owner. So it's just not the repair itself, which is a couple $100 and they leave you with a $100,000 flood. You know, so that's the actual test when you select a plumbing company. Speaking about floods not happening for the existing clients that didn't repipe their house yet, there's a good option which the insurance companies are recommending to use, which is the Moen or the Kohler Wi-Fi shutoff device, which basically has AI ability and it gives you a lot of intelligence on who's using what and how much water quantity is being used in the house. And if it's abnormal outside the behavior of the family, then it shuts off. Alex, could you explain to us about this Wi-Fi device that protects the house from leaks, damages, and also it lets you detect the water usage inside the house? What is your experience with this thing?
Of course. I mean, for me personally, Danny, I mean, when I provide that option with customers, I pick the customer's brain. I see I see what their line of work is, how often they're in and out of the home, how often the family travels on a yearly basis, and so forth. And ultimately, when figuring out that sort of information, I believe this should be applied to every home, but I mean, I think it can apply to some homeowners more than others. So ultimately, we provide it as an option, but when I pick a homeowner's brain and I see that they may be out of town a few times a year, or even more than that, then I mean, that this is definitely a device that can make a strong make a strong service for the actual homeowner. What it does is basically it does require an electrical plug-in. So at the shut-off location of the home where we turn the water on and off, basically, that's where we're going to install this smart water shutoff. And what this smart water shutoff does is going to connect to your Wi-Fi at your home, and you're going to hook that up to your cell phone. And as you mentioned, the AI intelligence that comes within the unit, it learns your habits. So it begins to become a part of your own family, ultimately. It sees what time you use the water, how long your showers are in duration on average. So it basically learns your habits and sees how long water is typically on a time-to-time basis. Now, anytime it finds that the water is being used for a longer duration than average, I believe it will first send you a notice on your phone that will allow you to basically automatically shut it off from your cell phone device. But if it does not receive a response in a timely manner, it will automatically shut itself off to minimize any potential damages in the event of a leak. So if somebody's out of town and they're on vacation with their family and nobody's there to shut the water off, say you have a shut off that's inside of the garage that a neighbor can't even help you and escape and, handle themselves. This smart device is basically at the palm of your hands where you could shut the water off literally at the palm of your hands and not have any worries moving forward. It shuts it off in a timely manner. And like I said, even if you don't see the notification and you can't shut it off manually, it'll shut itself off once it sees that it doesn't receive a response from you. And it's not just going to let your home flood. It's automatically going to shut it off. And it's a big benefit for somebody who travels or somebody who's maybe renting out a home for a home, for somebody who has rental properties and doesn't completely trust the tenants to get the water shut off in a timely manner. Your tenants might not even be home and the home may be leaking. So, it has a lot of advantages, and it could definitely minimize potential water damages at a home that could be hundreds of thousands of dollars, out of pocket. So, big benefit for that automatic shut off.
Agree. Yeah, the insurance companies are requiring it now, and they give a discount for installing these devices. We highly recommend installing it. This way you could lower your premium costs, and you could also protect your home. And it's also a Wi-Fi device, so you got to have a Wi-Fi connection on that.
Correct.
Okay, so now we got through the RePipe process. What do you think about water conditioning? Now that you have new pipes and you got new fixtures and you got a new Wi-Fi smart device and you even got a new water heater for this, for this RePipe.
Of course.
What do you say about the water conditioner? We're talking about chloramine, which is chlorine and ammonia. And then you're talking about calcium, and you're talking about magnesium on the softener level. So you have softener level is calcium and magnesium, and on the water conditioning, which is chloramine. So what do you say about these? This way we could educate the viewers about this, and also we can make sure the clients are getting good water in their home for their family.
Yeah, the water quality, water quality is definitely something that we have to look at in California. We deal with very high levels of like you said, chloramines, chlorine, and water. With that being said, when you check the chlorine levels, we have our own test kits that we bring into homes ourselves, and with using these test kits, you basically let the water run in the kitchen for a few seconds, put it inside of the test kit, let it sit there for a few minutes, and by the time we come back and show the homeowners, the chlorine levels are almost at what the levels are to a swimming pool here.
So people are taking showers in swimming pool water.
You're literally taking a shower.
So it's yellow like the pool, right?
It's yellow like the pool.
Wow.
You're literally taking a shower with chlorine level. It's like jumping in your swimming pool with bottled shampoo and taking a shower.
And chlorine absorbs the skin. The skin absorbs chlorine. So you're having all that chlorine in your skin. So now you have new pipes, but you got chlorine in your skin.
And then, you also got to think about your family, your wife, kids, their hair, ultimately the water quality is very poor in California. We have some of the hardest water, and starting off with a full house water filtration system, ultimately that can be a big benefit to allow you to drink water throughout any fixture. It minimizes the amount of bottled water that you buy on a yearly basis, monthly basis. So ultimately, water filtration systems, again, the chloramines, chlorines levels, those could be minimized, reduce the hardness in the water. But if we want to reduce the calcium buildup, the ammonia more so, we have the softener systems that we also offer. And water conditioning systems altogether are a huge benefit in California, huge benefit. We have some of the hardest water throughout the entire country, and ultimately, water filtration systems and water conditioning systems are very important to have here.
Gotcha. I appreciate that, sharing that with our viewers.
Of course.
I wanted to talk about our secret recipe, which is our patchers.
Oh, man.
We have like 75 plumbers, and we have about 40 some odd patchers. And that's our secret sauce. All of our clients always want to make sure the patching is done perfect. And that's my secret. My patchers are all artists. I treat them like artists. They do a great job like artists. Customers call me up sometimes and
It
they
is
say,
an
I
art.
can't even see where the patch was. Should I even paint my white wall white again? I'm like, I don't know. That's up to you. So, Alex, what is your comments? You've done a YouTube video for us a few years back about the patchers. You met them. You've seen a lot of patching jobs. What is your comments about the customers when it comes to patching? Because they give you their feedback after you leave, right?
I mean, I've sold jobs strictly off of patching.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm going in there to sell pipes, but I mean, I win the job solely off the patchwork. And I mean, obviously, that specific customer had to see the work done previously. So when I go into that type of situation, it's a neighbor that's seen the work, and like you said, it's an art. It literally is an art. If you don't correctly patch a wall, it's gonna stick out like a sore thumb. We're dealing with multi-million-dollar homes. Our main focus area in Southern California, South Orange County, Inland Empire, Corona, beautiful areas,
Beautiful areas.
beautiful
Nice
homes,
homes.
beautiful homes that we're walking into. You know, the customers really expect a premium service.
Patch to match.
Yes.
Patch to
yes,
match.
Definitely.
Nothing
Patch
less
to
than
match.
that.
And we're not out here, lying to a customer. Ultimately, we're providing a premium service. Being able to directly employ the patchers as you do,
Yeah, we do.
is key, because I emphasize the patching with every customer. I was like, you don't know what you're gonna get. I was like, most companies subcontract plumbing and patching. You're lucky if they don't subcontract the plumbing, but even when they don't subcontract the plumbing, they're 100% subcontracting the patchwork. So, I mean, with that being said, at RePipe1, we're able to maintain a real quality control over what we're able to promise and deliver to our customers. I don't have a problem promising the customer this immaculate patch job, because I know we're able to deliver that message that I'm
100%.
sharing with the customer. I have the confidence that we're going to do that. I'm not a liar.
100%.
I don't feel like I'm overselling a job by
Never.
doing that. I'm just confident in what we have to offer. But the reason why we're able to offer that service is because you're able to directly employ every single one of our patch crews, and
Make sure
like
they're
I said,
happy.
we're maintaining a quality control on the job.
Correct.
So
Make sure
we're able
everybody's
to
happy.
deliver the promise.
Correct. The patchers are happy. And also, we want to touch on nothing is done subcontracted in our company
Correct.
at RePipe1. The office answers the phone. It's a 24-hour office employee answering the phone, not somebody overseas answering the phone after hours. So when you call, you want an estimate today, we'll get you an estimate today. We'll do your job tomorrow. Same day estimate, next day repiping, lifetime warranty. So we're behind everything. We're making sure the customer gets fast service. You know, it's not like you call them up and say, well, the salesperson is not available for 2 weeks. We're there the same day, and sometimes within 45 minutes at your door to give you the estimate, and we can start your job the next day. All of Southern California, you know.
Definitely.
and
We prioritize the customer.
100%. Make sure the customer's happy. Alex, thank you for taking some time in your day to join us here at the podcast. Do you want to tell the viewers how to reach you directly? Because I want you to go inside their house to educate them, too, when you're giving them the actual
Definitely.
free estimate. Could you give them your contact information,
Yeah.
your email, your phone number, your cell phone, and they'll contact you directly for this podcast, because you're very educational on the YouTube video for the patching, the plumbing, and here you are again taking time in your
No,
day.
definitely. You know,
that.
I mean, I always take the time
Thank you.
out for you, Danny.
Thank you very
I mean,
much. I appreciate
I
it,
mean,
Alex.
I
Thank you very much,
I
sir.
appreciate everything that you do for us
Thank
as
you.
a company.
Thank you.
Every time a customer asks us about our management, our ownership, I say it's one company owner. He cares about the company like it's his child.
Sure, of course.
I was like, I don't think he needs this business.
No.
I really don't. But I was like, but this is
100%. It's my baby.
That's
It's
what
my baby.
exactly
I
what
have
I
5
said.
kids. This is my baby too. It's my 6th
Yeah,
kid.
no, and that's how I explain it to my customers. Yeah, I was like, look, it starts up top. It starts with the leadership up top. This guy cares. I was like, he's tried to hire CEOs in the past. He doesn't see that it's not about hiring. He could hire whoever he wants.
Yeah.
You just can't get away from it yourself.
I love
it.
I love my
But that's what-
teammates. I love my customers. I love the business. I want to make sure that everybody's happy, and then I'm happy last. Everybody has to be happy first, including you.
Yeah, of
I
course.
want
I
to-
feel that. I feel all the employees feel that. I mean,
Thank you.
I feel that you that you try to, you try to make sure everyone's happy.
100%,
You do your best. Of
100%.
course, not everybody's gonna be happy all the time.
But I have
You
to
know,
make
the-
that. I have to strive for the highest.
Of course, you put in the effort,
Right.
and we all see it.
Thank
And
you
we all
very
see
much.
it, and that's why we reciprocate the energy and put our best foot forth, and try to provide, the best service that we can to keep this business running. I feel like, as a whole, from the office staff, from the plumbing supervisors, from the plumbing crews, the sales group, I feel everybody really does. And I don't think that you would spend this much energy on
No.
this company if you didn't feel that energy reciprocated.
You've been around for 9 years. You've been
Yeah.
with me since 2016, I think,
Yeah,
right? 16 or
it's
15?
15.
10
Yeah.
years.
Yeah.
And he's probably like the middle range of the people who've been with the company. We have people 30 years,
30
we have
years, yeah.
25 years, we have 5 years, 6 years, but 10 years is like the middle of the range. I like
there's
to,
a reason
I
why
like to
people
hire
stick.
and stick around because
There's a reason why
I
people
want to
stick
make sure
around.
they're happy, and I retrain them and I educate them and we learn together, and I give a lot of opportunities for my employees to make sure that they're secure, they're happy, and then in turn they help my customers be happy.
No, 100%.
I
Like
want
I
them
said,
to
there's
reach
a
you.
reason. There's a reason why a lot of your employees are here for a long time.
For sure.
You
for
treat us
sure.
right. We feel the energy.
100%.
And
You guys are all important to me.
and we feel that.
We
And-
want the people to call you, Alex. Come on,
No,
man.
yeah,
Give
so
us
you
your
can-
phone number.
you
Give
guys
us your
can,
email.
Perfect.
everything
You can
need.
reach me personally. Again, my name is Alex. 213-926-9490. My email address is Alexis, Alexis, at RePipe1.com. That's RePipe, the number 1.com. And like I said, guys, I've been with the company for 10 years. I can greatly educate you guys on what a repipe consists of. I can let you know what the intrusiveness at a home is. I can let you know the way the pipes are going to run throughout your home. I could figuratively hold your hand throughout the entire process and make sure that you guys are satisfied from point A to point Z. I'll make sure that you guys are taken care of. Our office staff is great. They'll walk you through everything. We have supervisors to answer deep, detailed questions. We are a walking unit. So, ultimately, we have all of the resources needed to provide a great service to you as our customers. And that's what we do.
Appreciate it, Alex. Appreciate it. You can reach Alex at 213-926-9490. Alexis at RePipe1.com. Alexis at RePipe1.com. RePipe1.com. 866-RePipe1. Thank you for coming to our podcast. I appreciate your time, Alex. Thank you
I
for
appreciate
sharing your
time,
day with
Danny.
me.
Of
okay?
course. Thank you.
Thank you very much.